Greetings, I am Toglin, Hell's Harlequin. Today I'm going to do a bit of an unscripted rant. This one's going to be very lighthearted. I know my last video was kinda heavy. So, today I'm going to discuss some words, some phrases that personally bother me. Not all of them bug me too much. Most of the time I am just simply bothered by in the context people use them. First one is butthurt. In the proper context, I'd have no problem with people using this phrase, but people have used it so often and forgot that there's actually plenty of other phrases that would be far more appropriate that people come across as callous. They don't seem to remember that this phrase is very demeaning. What do I mean by that? I actually was associating with these people. In fact, I think they were co-workers, and someone said, "Oh, don't mind him, he's still butthurt that his wife left him." And they didn't seem to realize what an inappropriate phrase that was for the context of the situation. They could have used, "He's still heartbroken, he's still distraught." Would have been a lot more appropriate. Because generally when I hear butthurt, I think somebody's sulking over something that doesn't matter. A wife of 10 years leaving you is something that matters. I think distraught or heartbroken is the correct thing to say, not butthurt. That's ridiculous. You sound like an asshole. You have no idea how asshole-ish that sounds. So if you're gonna use that phrase, try and use it in the right context. Anyway, the next one I think would be, "It is what it is." You're not saying anything. You're really not. At best, it's a verbal cop-out. At worst, you also sound like an asshole. Another real-life example is, I heard somebody say that to a lady right after she had a miscarriage, and she said, "Oh, it's just not fair. I'm just really sad." And they said, "Well, it is what it is." They don't realize how dismissive that sounds. Like, there is so many more things you could say, like, "I'm sorry for your loss." No, it's not fair. There is so much better things you could say that would give this person validation. Saying that it is what it is after something terrible happens gives the person 100% no validation and makes you sound like a dismissive asshole. So maybe I just don't like phrases that make you sound like an unintentional asshole. Oh, what's another one? Another one, this one really bugs me because it just seems so inaccurate. That would be, "Respect is earned, not given." It's true and untrue at the exact same time. What do I mean by that? Well, I think extra respect is earned, not given. I think there's actually a baseline of respect that everybody has. In fact, everything has, because there's the respect for life or life forms. Mine goes to a bit of an excessive. I've actually only intentionally killed one spider in the last 5 years. And that was back when I was working freight. There was a black widow that came up on a strawberry pallet. And I thought about it for a while before I killed it because it was just chilling there. But I figured it was an invasive species, or potentially invasive species, so it would be the best option to kill it now. I actually felt terrible about it. But that's because I have a general respect for life forms. So you have your respect for life, and then you have your respect for people. Because I'm sure all of us know that person in which we'd have more respect for some random stranger than we would that particular person. Because you can actually still lose respect without gaining any respect. So therefore, I'd say extra respect is earned, not given. Because we do have a basic baseline of respect for most individuals. At least that's how I assume most people work. The next one would be, this one I don't actually have a problem with the phrase. I just find it really funny that none of us are prepared when we say this phrase. Which is, "Hello, how are you?" When we say "how are you," none of us are actually prepared for an honest answer. I worked customer service and I said "hello, how are you" to like everyone about 100 times a day. I kid you not. And most of the time people would say "fine" or "I'm doing well," and that's what you expect. But then occasionally you get an answer like, "I buried my wife today." Don't worry, I reacted appropriately, but my first thought was just like, does not compute. It was just not something I was mentally prepared to handle. That, somebody would be that blatantly honest. And you see what I'm saying is that we all ask this, but none of us are actually prepared for an honest answer. I just find that something really, really funny about that phrase. Anyways, these are just some phrases that personally bug me. None of them bug me too much, so spamming the comments isn't going to do anything for me. As you can see, I just simply don't like them used in improper context. And the last one I just think is more silly how people generally react to it, or how we're not prepared when we actually say it. Let me know what you think, or if you guys have any comments or words or phrases that you personally don't like, let me know in the bottom, or let me know in the comments down below. And I wish all of you a pleasant rest of your day.